I'm just letting you know that we are moving out, and you're figuring out how. Or I'm moving out.
You were mad that you were never a part of the family and mom finally accepts you and you want to move on? Are you crazy? Like moving out of the house is not an option.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Reality Access. Here we bring you the latest 90-day fiancé news and exclusive updates every day. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel now. 90-day fiancé, I know why Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatin won't return despite begging to be on the show. Although Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatin are extremely eager to return to 90-day fiancé Happily Ever After, I have several reasons why the network may hesitate to cast them again. Their story, as we know, began when they were first featured in 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 1, where their unconventional romance unfolded before viewers' eyes with countless unexpected twists and traumatic moments. From the very beginning, their relationship was far from ordinary. Sumit was a full 30 years younger than Jenny, a significant age gap that naturally drew skepticism from viewers and critics alike. On top of that, Sumit was legally married to another Indian woman, a fact that added layers of complexity and tension to their budding romance. Despite these red flags, Jenny made the bold decision to leave behind her stable, comfortable life in the United States to move to India to be with Sumit. The situation was complicated even further because Sumit had initially deceived her online. He catfished Jenny through Facebook, pretending to be someone else. Yet, over time, what could have been a scandalous, cautionary tale of deception transformed into a story of genuine love and commitment. Sumit's unwavering determination to fight for their relationship stood out, particularly because he faced immense opposition from his entire family. Even when Sumit's mother, Sadhana, went so far as to threaten to disown him and contemplate ending her own life if he continued his relationship with Jenny, he remained steadfast, prioritizing his love for Jenny over familial pressure. Against overwhelming odds and relentless family opposition, Sumit and Jenny tied the knot in August 2021, solidifying their commitment to one another. Over time, the relationship dynamics began to shift positively, with Sumit's parents gradually accepting Jenny as their daughter-in-law, a significant development considering the earlier hostility. This acceptance marked a major turning point in their narrative, transforming a story that once thrived on tension and conflict into one that now leans heavily on stability and happiness. Jenny and Sumit are eager to return to the show. Jenny and Sumit was last seen in 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 7, where they finally revealed to Sumit's parents that they had secretly married. During that season, viewers were treated to an intimate glimpse of their lives as they navigated cultural differences, familial opposition, and personal ambitions. At one point, the couple discussed the possibility of relocating to the United States, highlighting Sumit's lack of support in India and his desire to be closer to Jenny's family. It was fascinating to witness Sumit's personal growth during this period, particularly as he openly discussed his newfound desire to become a father. He expressed to Jenny, and even to her daughter, his wish to have a child in the future, making it clear that he preferred raising a child in India rather than in America. Sumit even suggested that having a child with Jenny could serve as a bridge to further acceptance by his parents, potentially resolving lingering familial tensions. However, as the season progressed, Sumit's discussions about fatherhood became less frequent, and his desire to embrace parenthood appeared to diminish. Despite the earlier hints at such a major life change, the couple ultimately stayed in India, leaving some viewers curious about the next steps in their journey. Throughout this season, Jenny and Sumit seemed eager to continue sharing their story, subtly nudging the network to cast them again because they believed audiences had not seen the full picture of their lives. In an Instagram post by @90dayfiancecast, Jenny explicitly stated, "Jenny and Sumit would love to be back on The Other Way. There's more to our story than what you've shown." Although the couple is openly requesting another opportunity to be featured, I personally believe it may not be in their best interests or the networks to have them return. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely enjoyed following Sumit and Jenny's story over the years. The suspense, especially during moments when Sumit faced confrontations with his strict and overbearing family, kept me glued to the screen. Those scenarios were tense, emotional, and even a little nerve-wracking. However, those conflicts have now largely resolved themselves. With Sumit's mother finally accepting Jenny, the once central tension points of their storyline have largely disappeared. If they were to return, I can already predict how the narrative would unfold. Sumit would likely be cast as the protagonist, navigating his life alongside Jenny, while his mother would fill the role of the antagonist, creating minor conflicts that are now somewhat forced and repetitive. This predictability diminishes the dramatic impact that originally made their story compelling. As a viewer, I personally would prefer to see fresh and unpredictable storylines in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, stories that explore new challenges, cultural tensions, and unexpected developments. Couples like Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzo, for instance, bring a sense of variety and excitement to the show, offering narratives that are full of surprises and complex interpersonal dynamics. With Sumit and Jenny, the element of unpredictability has faded, which may leave longtime fans feeling like they can anticipate every plot point. Jenny and Sumit's relationship holds no mystery. There is no denying that Sumit's dedication to Jenny is remarkable. Defying social norms and age-related stereotypes, he has demonstrated a level of commitment and emotional investment that is rare in reality television. His devotion has restored my faith in the idea that love can transcend age, culture, and social expectations. However, from a storytelling perspective, the absence of new challenges or unpredictable setbacks makes their current relationship less engaging for reality TV. Reality TV thrives on conflict, tension, and unexpected twists. With Sumit and Jenny, the narrative has largely shifted from conflict-driven drama to a story of enduring love and stability. Social media updates from the couple further reinforce this sense of predictability. Through their posts, it is evident that they continue to live happily in India, maintaining a strong and loving partnership. This transparency, while admirable, also strips away any suspense or intrigue that once made their segments must-watch television. While viewers once questioned whether Sumit might abandon Jenny or face insurmountable obstacles in his family, recent updates show him fully committed. A recent Instagram post shared by Sumit, featuring Jenny dancing, included a heartfelt caption: "I haven't found anyone like you. How can I find it? It doesn't exist anywhere." These words not only confirm his unwavering love, but also dismiss any lingering rumors or doubts about the stability of their relationship. Sumit doesn't want a child anymore. Another aspect of their storyline that added depth was the topic of parenthood. Initially, Sumit and Jenny agreed not to have children together, taking Jenny's age into consideration. However, during the height of familial tension, Sumit suddenly expressed a desire to become a father, likely to appease his parents and fulfill their expectations. This development introduced a compelling new dimension to their narrative, one that kept viewers intrigued and invested in the couple's journey. Most recently, however, there has been no indication that Sumit still harbors any desire to have children. The plot twist that once kept audiences on the edge of their seats, his struggle with the idea of fatherhood, has effectively dissolved. With parental acceptance achieved and the family drama largely resolved, the storyline now lacks the complexity and uncertainty that originally captivated viewers. Sumit and Jenny's love story, while undeniably inspiring and heartwarming, has transitioned from a narrative filled with suspense, opposition, and intrigue to one marked by stability, happiness, and predictability. The once dramatic confrontations with Sumit's mother, the secrets, and the emotional stakes have all been resolved. Jenny's inclusion in family gatherings and her acceptance by the Singh family further emphasize that the high-drama moments that once defined their arc are now largely behind them. Conclusion: In summary, although Jenny and Sumit are eager to return to 90 Day Fiancé happily ever after, the reasons for their potential exclusion are clear. Their story has reached a natural conclusion. The conflicts have been resolved, the suspense has dissipated, and their relationship now exudes stability and contentment. Returning to the show would likely result in a predictable, repetitive storyline that lacks the tension, drama, and unpredictability necessary to engage viewers. While their journey has been inspiring, their narrative no longer provides the elements that make reality television captivating. For both the audience and the franchise, focusing on newer couples with fresh challenges and unexpected twists would offer a far more dynamic viewing experience. Ultimately, while I admire Sumit and Jenny and their unwavering love for each other, I firmly believe that their story is complete. They have overcome the hurdles that once threatened to derail their relationship, proving the strength of their commitment. The unresolved drama that initially drew viewers in no longer exists, making a return to the show unnecessary and frankly less compelling. 90 Day Fiancé thrives on unpredictability, tension, and the drama of navigating complex relationships. And at this stage, Sumit and Jenny's love story, though heartwarming, simply does not provide the elements needed to sustain that level of engagement. Although Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatin are very eager to make a return to 90 Day Fiancé happily ever after, there are several strong reasons why the network might hesitate to cast them again. Their story began when they were first featured on 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 1, where their unconventional romance captivated audiences with a mix of heartfelt moments, unexpected drama, and several shocking twists. From the very start, their relationship was far from typical. Sumit was a staggering 30 years younger than Jenny, a detail that naturally raised eyebrows and generated skepticism among viewers and critics alike. On top of that, Sumit was legally married to another woman in India, a complication that added layers of tension and intrigue to their budding relationship. Despite these significant red flags, Jenny made the bold, life-changing decision to leave behind her comfortable and secure life in the United States to move to India and be with Sumit. The situation was complicated even further because Sumit had initially deceived her online, catfishing Jenny through Facebook by pretending to be someone he was not. What could have been a cautionary tale of deception and heartbreak instead evolved into a genuine love story built on trust, resilience, and mutual commitment. Sumit's determination to fight for their relationship stood out, particularly given the immense opposition he faced from his entire family. Even when Sumit's mother, Sadhana, went to the extreme of threatening to disown him and even contemplate taking her own life if he continued to pursue Jenny, he remained unwavering in his commitment, prioritizing his love for Jenny over the pressures and expectations of his family. Against these overwhelming odds and relentless family opposition, Sumit and Jenny officially married in August 2021, solidifying their bond and demonstrating their willingness to overcome societal and familial hurdles for the sake of their love. Over time, their relationship underwent a positive transformation as Sumit's parents gradually accepted Jenny as their daughter-in-law, a remarkable shift considering their earlier hostility. This acceptance marked a significant turning point, transforming a narrative that was once fueled by tension and conflict into one that now revolves around stability, love, and happiness. Jenny and Sumit are eager to return to the show. Jenny and Sumit were last seen on 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Season 7, where they finally revealed to Sumit's parents that they had secretly tied the knot. During that season, viewers were granted an intimate glimpse into their lives as they navigated cultural differences, familial resistance, and personal ambitions. At one point, the couple discussed the possibility of moving to the United States, citing Sumit's lack of support in India and his desire to be closer to Jenny's family. It was particularly fascinating to observe Sumit's personal growth during this period, especially as he began to express a desire to become a father. He spoke openly to Jenny, and even to her daughter, about his wish to have a child in the future, specifying that he preferred raising the child in India rather than America. Sumit even suggested that having a child with Jenny could further help his parents fully embrace their relationship, bridging lingering tensions and creating more familial harmony. However, as the season progressed, discussions about parenthood became less frequent, and Sumit's expressed desire to have children appeared to fade. Despite earlier hints at this significant life decision, the couple ultimately remained in India, leaving some viewers wondering what the next chapter in their journey would look like. Throughout the season, Jenny and Sumit seemed eager to share more of their story, subtly urging the network to bring them back because they felt audiences had yet to see the full picture of their lives. In an Instagram post by @90dayfiancé cast, Jenny explicitly stated, "Jenny and Sumit would love to be back on the other way. There's more to our story than what you've shown." Although the couple is openly requesting another opportunity to be featured on the show, I personally believe that it may not be in their best interest, or the networks, to have them return. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely enjoyed following Sumit and Jenny's journey over the years. The suspense, especially during moments when Sumit faced confrontations with his strict and overbearing family, kept me glued to the screen. Those moments were tense, emotional, and even nerve-wracking. However, most of those conflicts have now largely been resolved. With Sumit's mother finally accepting Jenny, the central tension points that once drove their storyline have largely vanished. If they were to return, the narrative would likely be predictable. Sumit would once again be positioned as the protagonist, navigating life alongside Jenny, while his mother would naturally be cast in the role of the antagonist, creating minor conflicts that now feel somewhat forced. This predictability diminishes the suspense and dramatic impact that originally made their stories so compelling. As a viewer, I personally prefer to see fresh and unpredictable storylines within the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, narratives that explore new challenges, cultural obstacles, and unexpected developments. Couples such as Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzo, for example, bring a sense of excitement and variety to the show, offering stories rich with complexity, conflict, and emotional twists. With Sumit and Jenny, however, the element of unpredictability has faded, leaving longtime viewers able to anticipate nearly every plot point. Jenny and Sumit's relationship holds no mystery. There is no denying that Sumit's dedication to Jenny is truly remarkable. By defying societal norms and age-related expectations, he has demonstrated a level of commitment and emotional investment that is genuinely admirable. His devotion has restored faith in the idea that love can transcend age, culture, and social barriers. Yet, from a storytelling perspective, the absence of fresh challenges, unexpected obstacles, or meaningful conflicts makes their current relationship less captivating for reality television. Reality television thrives on tension, unpredictability, and conflict. With Sumit and Jenny, the narrative has shifted away from dramatic tension and suspense to one defined by love, stability, and predictability. Social media updates from the couple only reinforce this sense of predictability. Through their posts, it's clear that they continue to live happily in India, maintaining a loving and strong partnership. While this transparency is admirable, it also eliminates any suspense or dramatic tension that once made their segments gripping television. Once, viewers questioned whether Sumit might abandon Jenny or whether family opposition might derail their relationship. Now, these doubts have been entirely dispelled. A recent Instagram post shared by Sumit featuring Jenny dancing included a heartfelt caption. "I haven't found anyone like you. How can I find it? It doesn't exist anywhere else." These touching words not only confirm his unwavering commitment, but also dispel any lingering rumors or speculation about instability in their relationship. Sumit doesn't want a child anymore. Another aspect of their storyline that once added depth and interest was the topic of parenthood. Initially, Sumit and Jenny agreed not to have children, factoring in Jenny's age. Yet during the height of family drama, Sumit suddenly expressed a desire to become a father, likely to appease his parents and satisfy familial expectations. This development introduced a compelling plot twist that kept viewers invested and intrigued. Recently, however, there has been no indication that Sumit still desires children. The plot twist that once kept audiences on edge, Sumit grappling with the idea of fatherhood, has now largely dissipated. With family acceptance achieved and the dramatic tension resolved, the storyline has lost the suspense and uncertainty that once made it compelling. Sumit and Jenny's love story, while undeniably heartwarming and inspiring, has transitioned from a narrative filled with suspense, conflict, and intrigue to one characterized by stability, predictability, and harmony. The once dramatic confrontations with Sumit's mother, the secrets, and the emotional stakes have all been resolved. Jenny's inclusion in family gatherings and her complete acceptance by the Singh family further demonstrate that the high drama moments which defined their arc are now largely behind them. Conclusion. In conclusion, although Jenny and Sumit are eager to return to 90 Day Fiancé happily ever after, the reasons for their potential exclusion are clear. Their story has reached a natural endpoint. The conflicts have been resolved, the suspense has faded, and their relationship now radiates stability, love, and contentment. Bringing them back would likely result in a predictable, repetitive storyline that lacks the tension, drama, and unpredictability necessary to keep viewers engaged. While their journey has been inspiring and admirable, their narrative no longer provides the elements that make reality television compelling. For the show and its audience, focusing on newer couples with fresh challenges, unexpected twists, and unresolved conflicts offers a far more engaging and dynamic viewing experience. Ultimately, while I deeply admire Sumit and Jenny for their unwavering commitment to each other, it is clear that their story is complete. They have overcome the obstacles that once threatened to derail their relationship, proving the strength and resilience of their love. The unresolved drama that initially drew viewers in no longer exists, making a return to the show unnecessary, if not redundant. 90 Day Fiancé thrives on unpredictability, tension, and the drama of navigating complex relationships. And at this stage, Sumit and Jenny's story, though deeply heartwarming, simply does not provide the narrative hooks required to sustain that level of viewer engagement.